Okay, we are back. Nice. Awesome. We're back. You can see me now. Ooh. I think I like this a little bit better. Now, we were watching Space King 3, which, awesome job. Space King 3 was just fun to watch. But we did get hit with copyright on stream, so can't do that anymore. Believe me, meaning no harm. I'm not trying. Went down the wrong pipe. I'm not trying to just, you know, I'm not even a monetary channel. You know, I'm small. Just trying to enjoy, you know, with other people watching an audience. But I understand if someone doesn't want them to react to it, they don't want them to react to it. So we'll go on to the next thing. This here is Punky Doodles. Let's just turn this down a little bit. Get that on, that. Cool. All right. Welcome. This is Punky Doodles. She's been coming on to my feed here and there. She or he. I think it's a guy. They've been putting down some awesome, funny clips. I've tried not to watch too many. I enjoy everything that I've been seeing. So without further ado, let's watch some more. We're going to start with just going down the list here. We have more fractured fairy tales and faulty folklore with Punky Doodles.
Porn addiction turns high IQ men.
Boom.
Into fantasy realm. Ordinary kid gets told by local fairy. Ordinary kid.
Welcome. Follow. I'm glad that you're following and you're enjoying the show. If you're watching YouTube right now with me, we're getting some, you know, it's 12:30 on the clock behind me. You know, I am middle-aged man. We're getting some fun YouTube ads. Let's do this. Punky Doodles. Oh, get the volume up.
Fantasy realm. Ordinary kid gets told by local fairies he's the chosen one. Told he needs to defeat the evil wizard. Immediately gets his ass killed. First fairy to second fairy. You really gotta stop telling them that. Well, sooner or later it's bound to be true for one of these little fuckers. The rest
That's
of the
hilarious.
series turns out to be
Yeah, I've seen this one already. But these fairies just setting up these kids like, hey, go against this wizard, knowing they're just gonna get blasted.
Sunset. Fairy tale with a wicked
Okay, this is
step-parent,
new.
who is of course also some sort of warlock, transforms the princess into a swan, as one does, but
A swan.
rather than running off to mope around in a lake and be beautifully tragic, the princess decides to stick around the palace and cause problems on purpose.
Mayhem.
It's a lovely day in the palace, and you are horrible goose.
Created a
Demon
monster.
appears. Hello, lover. All look at the bard. Okay, rude. I've never
They all expect the bard slept with the demon.
seen this demon before in my life. No, my ex.
It's the monk. He's got a past.
is referring to me. Seriously? You're that surprised? I keep saying I wasn't always a member of the clergy.
That's
a fantasy
crazy.
series where the court
Yeah,
wizard
the
is
past.
portrayed just like an IT guy. Court wizard fixing the queen's magic mirror. Has the attempted cleansing and reapplying the runes anew? Court wizard finally fixed.
See, I like the concept that, you know, in Renaissance times, magic is just like a technology thing to them. It's just like IT service. It's hilarious.
Fixes the magic mirror and sees the reflection of the queen reciting, "Show me beautiful forest nymphs. Show me where to find beautiful forest nymphs. Show me local
Browser
witches
history.
to summon beautiful
Keep
forest
coming
nymphs.
out.
Show me beautiful witches. Show me." The librarian leans in close. Books unavailable to the average citizen, Warlock.
Ooh, the naughty
I believe I can
stuff.
help you. She leads you through winding halls until you come to a tiny doorway. Surreptitiously, she slips a small key into the lock and motions you in.
Naughty grandma.
Torches flicker, and as your eyes adjust to the light, you see that the room is full, floor to
The
ceiling.
forbidden knowledge.
Gnome erotica. Is this
Wait, what did that
the
say?
result of a failed skill check or a successful one? DM.
You either, it depends on your character. You might be winning, you might be losing. Who just depends. What'd that say? Short king, big swing. Dig deep. Garden of the Eden, lawn of lust, under the bush. Man, that's short king, big swing. That's some big dick energy.
Is this the result of a failed skill check or a successful one? DM. At the bar, you see a cloaked, hunched-over man. He wears a crown of bone and blade, surrounded by 3 sentient rings of fire. His arm is made of steel. Who else is in the tavern? There's a goblin
Aw,
named
that's who you want to talk
Sam
to.
Snorkel. I want to talk to Sam Snorkel.
Yes, I don't want to talk to the
Arrow thunked into road.
firing guy.
Look, a note. It says, I, Ranger, have joined your party. Yay!
No! Arrow thunked into road.
This note says, by the way, if I wanted the rogue dead, the rogue will be dead.
I like the ranger. Druid.
Just shooting the guy, leaving little notes. I'm shy. I have a hard time making friends.
Turns into kangaroo. Oh, that's such a cute animal form. Thanks, it has pockets. At the ADHD wizard meeting. Sometimes I just find it difficult to hocus focus.
Have you tried abracadabrol?
Focus is just a dad joke.
Concentration. Beast, you must live with me in this castle for the rest of your days. The food is free? Yes.
I like how this
I
guy
like
draws.
I think you're missing kind of the point of... And there's a library? Sign me the fuck up, Ruby.
Right, like I was an orphan kid. You got a
Okay,
responsibility
so how far does your
now.
all-seeing sight extend exactly? The many-eyed creature in my basement.
Are you asking because you tripped on your own shoelaces in the foyer and fell on your face?
Oh, so you saw that. The many-eyed creature trying to be nice.
See everything.
No.
Reincarnation is a known, common, and expected result of death. You are a bounty hunter that specializes in tracking down people who have committed suicide to escape debts or a jail sentence. Hey, it's a girl! The doctor exclaimed.
Wait a
"The
minute.
fucking tax dodger is what it is.
What?
Blaze, the flame Hogan bursts into the infirmary.
He's going
cocking
after
his shotgun.
babies reincarnated.
This baby owes $440 million to the government. So what's your speciality? Stealth. Paladin. Me too. In that armor? Yeah, we just have different styles. For example, I use heavy stealth. Which is? Nobody can see you if there are no witnesses.
I
want
like
a movie about a ghost becoming increasingly desperate to haunt a family, but they have cats, and so the poor dear goes completely ignored. Combine cats with loud upstairs neighbors for maximum ghost frustration. Someone could break into my apartment and just start smashing things.
It's
and
the cat.
assume it's either the cat or the neighbors, and not even look up from my phone.
Hi, Rat. I just cast
trying
you
so
without
hard.
So I can ask you about this dungeon.
Do you understand how terrifying this is for both of us?
Who is speaking to you?
Am I the same being I was
He's at-
before? If I become something else?
Are there orcs in the next room? Or
Welcome, mortal, to the end of
He was having
existence.
existential
Oh, it's
crisis.
you again. Hi. Big weekend? You betcha. Did you redecorate? Oh my god, yes. Thanks for noticing. Oops, getting healed. Tell Nancy I say hi. See you next week.
Just a brief talk with death.
Character concept: barbarian who is not the chosen one and couldn't draw the sword from the stone. Instead, they just lift the whole thing and use it as a big hammer.
I think it
Got
was
a really
done in
good idea
Shrek.
for a D&D character I'll
Puss in
never get
Boots.
to use. It's a talking horse. You'd think this had come with some kind of magical backstory about getting turned into one, but turns out they were just born that way. You find out that the mother was a centaur, their father is a horse-headed minotaur, and they have a sister who's a perfectly normal human. They're a rogue thief because nobody expects
This is crazy.
a horse is the culprit.
It makes
You're an orc guard
sense.
in a fully garrisoned and protected fortress 2 miles into a mountain.
Human
You're standing
and-
post, and suddenly you hear a
human
knock
and
outside
horse
the door.
girl.
You know you're not
That don't
authorized to
sound
move from the
right.
post, but your curiosity overtakes you and you open the door. A horse
Hold-
is standing there.
hold
Not
on.
authorized to move from your post, but your curiosity overtakes you and you open the door. A horse is standing there. As your brain races to think of some explanation for the sudden and unexpected presence of the horse, it leans in and whispers, "No one will ever believe you."
Sora 2 video generation.
Good job, Punky Doodles. I think we should watch another one. Hold on. We will. Okay. Here we go. Next one. Fractured fairy tales and faulty folklore.
And you're having fun driving that maniac.
All right. Funky Doodles, I'm ready. 5 minutes of just good time.
There's a serial killer in your town. Unfortunately for them, you are a necromancer, and you're having fun driving that maniac insane. Okay, listen. I need you to do me a favor. So the guy who killed you has actually killed a lot of people in town. Why has no
He
one
keeps
noticed?
bringing
I'm
them
glad you
back.
asked. It's because every time I bring them back. Now listen, dying had to suck, right? Right, but I
She's got
fixed
the
it, and
knife
I will
in her.
continue fixing it. So please, don't tell the cops about the serial killer.
What? He's just gonna go around?
No, I get it. Listen, I understand. You don't
Your town's
want them to
safe.
hurt more people. But listen, I will keep fixing it, right? Just listen.
Insane.
Listen, when they see you again tomorrow, wouldn't it be so funny if you acted like nothing happened just to f with them, right? Fairy tales and fantasy, two types of people going.
That's kind of power
princesses and
I
wizards.
could not have
Princesses are
access
placed
to.
there
I'd be
against
doing
their
the
will
same
with the
thing.
intention of keeping them safe. This is very different from wizards who seek out towers to hone their sorcery in solitude. I would like a story where a princess is placed in an abandoned tower that used to belong to a wizard, and so she spends long years learning the craft of wizardry.
Now
From
we're
the
onto
scraps
something.
left behind, and becomes the most powerful magic wielder the world has seen
Wow,
in
okay.
centuries. Bursts out of the tower and wreaks glorious,
Look at this. He's onto something.
bloody vengeance on the fools that imprisoned her. That would be my kind of story.
I like that.
Goth in the woods that keeps answering the door and sighing and going, "No, I'm not the witch. He lives over there." And points across the street to a dazzlingly pretty boy wearing a gold waistcoat
course.
who's waving excitedly at them. This happens.
This whole ensemble here, I know we've all gone to school with someone like this.
268 times a month.
You have many of the abilities of a Disney princess. You can talk to animals, people burst into song around you, and it seems every other day a Prince Charming type falls madly in love with you as one of the most feared enforcers in New York. It's tough, but you make it work. How did you know? He squeals, on his knees and shaking. Your finger tightens around the trigger. A little birdie told me.
A fair maiden knocks on the goth lady's door and says she's here to find love. The goth sighs, points across the road and says, "The witch is over there. He doesn't do love potions because consent, but he might be able to make you prettier, although 90% of the time it turns out the spell didn't do anything but make you more confident." Maiden blushes and sheepishly explains that she knows he's the witch. She just talked to him and he sent her over here. Goth
Oh, that's
looks
a
over her
twist.
shoulder to see the Kimbo witch standing outside his house giving her a grin and a double thumbs up. Warlock patronizes
That's just so
you. While
natural.
putting your favorite condiment on a sandwich, you accidentally make a magical occult symbol and summon a demon. You suddenly take out 2 more slices of bread out of the package and make another sandwich. You put it on a plate,
Is that
with a handful of
ketchup?
potato chips, and hand it over to the demon. He takes the sandwich, smiles, and vanishes in a puff of demonic smoke. The next day, you get that job promotion you were after. There was no contract, no word spoken. You owe nothing. Every now and then, another demon pops in for lunch. Demons don't often get homemade sandwiches. The character concept. Woman makes deal with demon to have its child in exchange for eternal life or something. Woman then makes deal with witch and offers her firstborn for
So-
like riches or something.
What?
Woman dumps demon baby on witch, absconds with her winnings, and leaves witch and demon fighting for custody. Half
That's
demon
just
baby
evil.
grows up learning magic and visiting hell on weekends and every second Christmas. I think
Totally
it would
evil
be very
woman.
funny for like characters in a fantasy setting to walk into a pub to try to order and the bartender sighs.
What a
goes,
party.
"Species and age," while pulling out a massive book holding the drinking age for every type of species capable of.
That's funny. Look at that goblin. Okay, so this is drinking age for that orc is 12. Oh no, that's the drinking age for an orc.
Alcohol. Hey, my hot water doesn't work. Landlord, not my domain.
Firelord, no mine.
What?
Landlord,
Waterlord
fire
rising up
lord,
out of the sink.
water
Who dares
lord.
disrupt the mighty Waterlord, god of the 7 seas?
I do. My hot water doesn't work. Oh, for real? The plumber. Hello, sir. May I have your name? No, you may not have my name, but you may call me John. Sir, this is a DMV, and I am not a fae. Oh, then you wouldn't mind holding this iron horseshoe, right? I took Elvish in school, and I fucking hated it. The teacher was like 700 years old, and he'd take us on field trips to sit on the banks of a babbling brook and watch the fall of sunlight through the leaves. My friends in Spanish class were like conjugating verbs and shit, and meanwhile I was in an old-growth forest being overcome with awe at the sight of a majestic stag. Like,
Being taught
yeah,
by
Mr.
an
Autumn
elf.
When are we gonna learn, like, any grammar? Listen to the murmur of the wind in the treetops, and you shall find the grammar you seek. Like, fuck, dude, your pedagogy leaves much to be desired. Werewolf, about to devour me. Me, makes throwing motion. Did you just pretend to toss a ball hoping I'd chase it so you could escape?
No, it was real.
No? I'll be right back. So you see, said the royal advisor, wringing his hands, the curse states that the princess will die on the night before her 25th birthday. Hang on, said the princess. On the night before? The advisor nodded grimly. So what you're saying is that until that one specific date, I am effectively immortal. Technically, yes, but then the king stammered. Wow, said the princess, who was 16 and did not possess amazing impulse control. I'm gonna go teach myself how to juggle chainsaws while hang gliding over
Oh,
shark-infested
gosh.
waters. Catch you chuckleheads
Got
later.
Destiny now.
The Fae gets such a bad rap. I'm not going to steal your soul. I'm going to purchase it at fair market value. Don't be so dramatic. The fact that the current going rate of a human soul
I'm gonna
for only
buy
one
it.
enchanted pastry is really more of a you prop. Okay, so let me get this straight. Wait.
That's really funny, actually. I like that. I'm not taking your soul. I'm bargaining for it. It's not my fault you're terrible at it.
Here to rescue a princess. That's right. At the request of a princess. Right again. And you, who will be leading the expedition, are also a princess. You're very perceptive. How big is your royal family again? We don't have one. But what? We overthrew our monarchy centuries ago, but we keep most of the titles around. The rank of princess is held by the directors in charge of various civil service branches. Huh.
It's a title.
And the princess we're rescuing today is in charge of public sanitation. The Lord of Death's Dominion kidnapped your public sanitation director? We think he's a little confused.
That's funny. Funny. Haha. Anyways, Punky Doodles, I'm loving it. Make sure you're subscribed. I subscribed today. Check out their videos. We'll do another one. What's this for you? It's wizard time. Oh, okay. This is like one of the first things that I've seen before. The wizards. Let's do volume 1. 5 minutes. Let's go.
It's wizard time, motherfucker!
I like how he had his hands like that. That
Abracadabra,
was cool.
Flagellus caution.
Give that wizard testicular torsion!
Testicular torsion casters are always acting tough, right until a wizard casts. Mind! Buttcraft!
Oh.
Rapscallion!
One,
These are
two,
well, one. Whoever came up with the idea of testicular torsion as a spell. I mean, there's just a special place in hell. I mean, these people are imagining just torture. Mending butt crack. I know I haven't seen a lot of these.
3, 4. I declare a wizard war.
I cast manual breathing.
You bastard!
I hate that feeling.
torsion. I cast manual breathing.
I cast instant Brazilian wax.
His command. His command voice.
$100 million.
Hey.
In nickels.
Death.
You'll never catch me, wizard. I cast tungsten balls.
Brought him down.
I think it's wizard time. What the fuck are you talking about, wizard time?
Ooh, binkus bonkus, it's time to rip the bongus.
Wizard time.
Oh man. Wizard time.
Listening to 102.3.
That bubbles sound like a bong.
Where we playeth nothing but chance, chance, and more chance. This are not thine elementary station.
Tune to Gandalf in the morning. Damn.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells.
Damn. Look at that bling.
This song is sponsored by the Shadow Government. Legalize nuclear bombs.
I feel like I'm listening to Grand Theft Auto radio.
Unfortunately, fireball! I don't hate goblins. I just think they're lower beings. I don't think they're important at all.
That means you hate us all. You look down on us.
Of course I have to look down at you. You're short as shit. If anyone has more questions, I would love to answer them.
Bro, you ugly anyways. Oh, is that how it's gonna be, Jeremy?
Oh, God.
You cast iron what?
Ooh. Skillet.
Oh, yeah, I cast rubber bones! Ah, you dick, I needed those.
This is just...
Blows up pancakes.
It's making me so happy.
Fucking pain.
Oh, you think you're so fancy with all your spells? I cast itchy bones.
Oh, that's the worst.
Oh, why, I cast total tongue awareness. I cast.
Fuck you! I'm not going to announce my fucking spells anymore!
Oh, shit.
You will find out what they are when they obliterate the shit out of you!
Yeah,
Gonna
that's
need a human
awful.
skull,
It's
and I can't have
scary.
you ask any questions. Only if you also don't ask why. What? Okay, sure. Pulls out 7 pristine human skulls from their bag. Take your pick. Wizard, this one's 5. Party is traveling through a dungeon and comes across a skeleton that is hung up by a meat hook. There's a staff in its hand. One of the players reaches out and tries to grab the staff. The skeleton then wakes up and says,
Any who hold the staff shall be cursed forever.
the player, being an arrogant wizard, casts Command Undead and asks, how do I break the curse? If I knew that, do you think I'd be a skeleton with a meat hook up my ass?
Fireball is plan B.
You think I would be in this situation?
I actually don't have it prepared.
In 8 hours,
I like the
Fireball
sass.
is plan B.
I can swap my spells in a round?
In 6 seconds, Fireball is plan B.
I would cast Repel Maidens upon thee!
But I don't have to.
But I see another wizard has beat me to it!
Wow. Just murdered that man.
One of us speaks nothing but the truth, the other nothing but lies.
Okay, I know this. We have to ask...
Barbarian takes axe and kills the first guard.
What the hell?
The remaining guard. Is he dead?
Is he?
No. He's one liar.
Alright, first you'll need some coconut.
The barbarian fixes the riddle. Is he dead? I love that. We're gonna. Oh man.
Kills the first guard.
Right here.
Hell!
One of us speaks nothing but the truth, the other nothing but lies.
Okay, I know this. We have to ask...
Barbarian takes axe and kills the first guard.
What the hell?
The remaining guard. Is he dead? No. He's one liar.
Alright, first you'll need
Oh,
some coconut oil,
God.
a little paprika, a little bit of some other things, but, after that he should taste delicious.
Stop telling them how to eat us!
Billy, I'm not teaching them how to cook you. I'm teaching them how to make your species taste a little bit better when they get cooked. That's all. It's nothing bad. You're okay. You're gonna be fine.
Just talking them out through it. Just having a good old time. Oh, that was awesome. Make sure you check out Punky Doodle, like and subscribe. I think Punky Doodle's, I have no idea, is the artist. And then if you look, there's a the audit is
The player, being an
the
arrogant
audio
wizard, casts Command Undead and asks,
is
how do I break...
Hold on. What did I just do? I did something. Ah, that's what I did. myself there. Yeah. Zach Speaks Giant audio. So he may be the one who's doing the voice, or he's just doing the music in the background. I'm not sure. Ooh, get me in that corner nice and tight. Okay. Next, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Let's go here. Some of these things I wanted to watch. Let's try this one. Pokemon, real life.
Scorched Badlands, survival requires more than just strength. It demands spirit. Here, we find a Tyrogue. Small but scrappy, this juvenile Pokemon is a bundle
Looks like
of
an alien.
raw potential. Its body is constantly vibrating with excess energy, driven by a hormonal
Look at that thing,
urge
ready to scrap.
challenge enemies larger than itself.
Look at the
It
graphics.
spends its days pummeling rocks and trees.
That thing has anger. Just straight anger in its face.
Micro-fracturing its bones to make them
It's gonna
grow
go
denser.
beat down a Geodude.
But soon, its biology will reach a crossroads. Depending on how it develops its musculature, its genetic code will
It's gonna go
split.
one of three ways.
For this Tyrogue, the focus shifts entirely to the lower body. The evolution begins. The transformation is radical.
I used to love Hitman.
The
I mean, I
neck
still do.
recedes.
Hitman Lee is
It
just an
also
awesome
merges
looking
with the head
Pokemon.
for protection, and the legs undergo a terrifying elongation. It is now
Look at that thing. Like, that is a terrifying Pokemon. Absolute terrifying. This is like Skinwalker. There's a saying for it. But this thing here gives just, it's crazy. It's intimidating.
Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee is a marvel of biomechanics. Its legs are not bone rigid. They are composed of unique coiled muscle
Oh, they got the
fibers
coils that come out.
act like high-tension industrial
Springs.
springs.
You gotta do extra long kick.
This elasticity allows it to extend its reach to double its standing
be able
height
to jump,
in a
too.
millisecond. It is the
Look
ultimate
at that camouflage.
ambush predator
That's all
of the
AI.
canyons. But it is not alone. A Hitmonchan, a close genetic cousin that prioritized upper body mass, claims this territory. The meeting is inevitable, a clash of divergent evolution.
Wow, it's
The
amazing how
piston-like
much
punches
this
of
video
the
is
Hitmonchan
done really
against
well.
the whip-like kicks of the Hitmonlee. The
Get
sheer
outta here.
velocity of the kick forces the Hitmonchan back. In the wild, energy conservation is key. The
He
rival
looks so
retreats,
goofy. He looks like
acknowledging the
Toad
superior range.
from Smiling Friends.
With the threat gone,
Frog,
the
Mr.
Hitmonlee
Frog.
relaxes its coils. A solitary sentinel of the Badlands, perfectly balanced, waiting
It's
for
a
the
mean
next
looking
challenge.
ball sack. There you go. That was one hell of a video. Very impressive. Very impressive. Make sure you check them out. I'll get you a name in just a second. That would be Pokemon Geographic Planet. Let's take a look here. We got more. I want to check this one out. I love some Kyrgyzstan. The paradox
Is the universe
of the
infinite?
Infinite.
Does it have an edge? And if so, what would you see if you went there? Today, we know that the universe had a beginning 14 billion years ago,
This is
and that
such
it's
a
been
good
expanding
scientific
ever
channel.
since. But something that's expanding should also have an edge, right? Well, it sort of does. Information can't travel faster than light. That means that we can only
Ooh,
see
it's a little spermy.
parts of the universe.
That was you. That was you there. You made it. I'm glad you're here today.
Whose light has had time to reach us in the last 14 billion years. When we look outwards, what we see is a sphere centered on us, the observable universe. But it gets a tad more complicated. Because the universe has been expanding, we know that the most faraway things whose light we can see are actually 45 billion light years from us right
This here always blows my mind how small we are.
now. So the observable universe is a sphere with a radius of 45 billion light years. It contains around 200 billion galaxies, each with hundreds of billions of stars. So for us, there
Like
is
No
an
Man's
edge.
Sky.
We're
There's gotta be
looking at
life
the past
all over.
until there is just no past left. This edge is really more like an edge in time and, in a sense, meaningless. The real universe is for sure bigger than what we can see.
For sure.
But how much? There are two options. Either the universe is really big but finite, or it's truly infinite. A finite universe means that if you want to fill it with ice cream, you can do it. You need a lot of ice cream, but it is a finite amount.
It's gonna fill up.
But that leads to a weird problem. Such a universe should have an edge, a cosmic wall where space...
See, I've heard the possibility of a finite universe where it's only so big, right? Not infinite, but finite. It's kind of like this can. The universe would be on the plane of the can, and you feel like you're going on forever, kind of like on Earth. And eventually, you keep going in one direction, you're back where you started. And it's very possible that our universe is just a big globe simulation. So if you keep going and going and going, you're just gonna find yourself in where you started. But time and movements of everything's just moving at the same time. So you're never really back where you started, but you are in a point where you've been. It's very hard to explain, but I hope you understand a little bit of what I'm trying to explain and how I see it. And that's one theory. I am starting to really it's getting scary how much it's starting to make sense that all of this is just a simulation. Who knows what we're thinking.
ends. And if there's an edge, there should be something outside that edge. But the universe by definition is all there is. So how could there be stuff outside all there is?
Yeah.
Does the idea of something outside of everything even make sense? Except, of course, there is a physics hack. You can have a universe that has no border, but that still could be filled with a finite amount of ice cream. What if the universe is truly finite? Imagine an orange and a really tiny ant. The ant can only see a small piece of the skin, just as you can only see a small chunk of the universe. But if the ant starts walking, it will eventually walk around the whole orange and be back to its starting point.
Okay, so
I gotta admit,
I think they're gonna come circle back with the point here in a minute, but I'm trying to think how I want to say this. It's possible that the universe is finite, like this orange, and there's, let's say, a higher dimension that we can't see, you know, we can't even fathom that's in space. Kind of like this is looking at us, you know.
Skin of an orange is not infinite, but it doesn't have a border. The universe is not like the skin of an orange, but it could be very similar. Instead of a sphere, it could be a hypersphere, where 3D space is curled on itself, which is impossible for your brain to visualize, unfortunately. But the point is, no borders, no outside of the hypersphere. From our human ant perspective, our whole 3D space is like the peel of the orange. If you were aboard a spaceship flying in a straight line, you would eventually come back to Earth. How does any of this make sense?
Would it still be the right
The
Earth?
actual physics is hard, so we have to simplify and lie a bit here. But in a nutshell, it all boils down to gravity. The way it works is that mass creates gravity by bending space-time. This bending is the strongest where the mass is, but sort of stretches on forever.
See,
like
this
a
is what
very
really
mild
gets me is
tension
the
in
amount of
fabric
gravity,
space-time itself.
material in space.
This could bend the whole universe
Where did
in
it
a
come
way where
from?
it bends back on itself, which then makes the hypersphere. If you find this confusing, we're with you. If the universe happens to be a hypersphere, how could we find out how big it is? On Earth, we can see things disappear below the horizon, and that helps us calculate how big the Earth is. Scientists tried to find some sort of universe horizon that would reveal the scale of the
Where
cosmic
the
sphere,
edge of everything
but didn't see
stops.
anything. Which means that if the universe is a hypersphere, it needs to be so big that from our perspective, it looks like we're living on a flat surface. For this to make
Yeah.
sense, a hyperspherical universe
that.
should be at least 1,000 times bigger than our
Like that,
observable
we're
part.
one of those panels.
It could be 1,000,000,000,000 times bigger for all we know, but not smaller than that. Some scientists thought all of this is way too straightforward and came up with a wilder option. The universe could be like the frosting of a donut.
I've
a
heard this.
hyperdonut, also impossible to
hyperdonut.
visualize for your brain. This too means that if you travel in a straight line, you'd get back to where you started, but with fun complications. In a hyperdonut universe, there's not the same amount of stuff in every
There you
direction. If two spaceships fly in different directions, one could get back to the start way earlier. This also means that light from faraway galaxies would do fun and confusing stuff in a sort of
I don't know
cosmic
how
Hall of
someone
Mirrors effect.
comes up with the
We could
concept
see
of a
faraway
hyperdonut.
things in two places, but not just
But then to
that,
think,
we would see it
what's
in
outside
different
of that
moments in
donut?
time, because its light would have taken much longer to travel in one direction than the other. You could see a star being born in front of you and see that same star die on the opposite side of the sky. How big would such a hyperdonut universe be? Well, because of its strange geometry, actually this is kind of the smallest possible universe, potentially just a few times bigger than the observable universe. But it could also be way, way bigger. We don't know. Okay, so much for finite universes. But what if it's truly infinite and space goes on forever? What
Well,
would that be like?
That's also very scary to
What
think.
if the universe is truly infinite?
An infinite universe is very scary too, because it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Where does it doesn't end, and we're just getting smaller and smaller, and meaning nothing.
Actually, the cosmological model used by most scientists describes an infinite universe. We mostly use it to calculate what happens inside our observable chunk, but if taken literally, it predicts an infinite universe. An infinite universe goes on, well, forever, with no border anywhere. Also impossible to visualize. Wherever you look, you'll find more and more stuff in every possible direction. This kind of breaks our brain a bit for a few reasons. First of all, if the universe is infinite, is it also eternal and has been there forever? Was
No.
there a time when there
That's
was
the scary
nothing
thing, too.
everywhere,
Like, if there's
and
a Big
then there was
Bang,
something everywhere?
Then
well, we don't
the
know,
universe
but
can't
we have a
help
lot of
always
evidence for the
exist.
Big Bang, so it really seems like the universe.
But I've also heard that the Big Bang has just been one of a series, that there's multiple Big Bangs. How do we know? We
Started
don't.
at some
We
point in the
theorize.
past. But wait, since the Big Bang, the universe has been expanding. How can an infinite thing that's everywhere become even bigger? Cosmic expansion just means that the distance between galaxies is growing with time. Even an infinite space can become bigger. Welcome to the paradoxes of infinity.
So is our sun losing
Infinity
gravity?
gets much weirder though. As you travel with your spaceship in a straight line, you find new galaxies, stars and planets, new wonders, new weird stuff, probably new aliens and new life forms stranger than you could ever imagine. But after a long time,
Ooh,
you
a
might
Rick and
find the
Morty
most
portal.
special thing in the universe. yourself.
Morty.
An exact copy of you watching this video right now. How can that be? Well, everything in existence is made of a finite amount of different particles. And a finite number of different particles can only be combined in a finite number
The Lego
of ways.
piece.
That number may be so large that it feels like infinity to our brains, but it's not really. If you have finite options to build things, but infinite space that is full of things in all directions forever, then it makes sense that by pure chance, there
Look at
will
that little
likely be
house.
repetition.
Very pretty color.
Although, just because something is possible, doesn't mean it will actually happen. Maybe the universe goes on forever, but only the boring stuff repeats itself endlessly. Maybe there is really only one you. But if the laws of physics are the same everywhere, then far, far away, gas could have given birth to stars and planets where primitive genetic information could emerge from chemistry.
Yeah, see, if he starts circling back to like trying to take care of all life, it's a little annoying because I was just saying that earlier. But I'm glad he got there. It just took him a minute, but I do think that eventually these people are just gonna keep living on and on and on. I might be even one of them. Who knows? But in the future, you could just keep going and going. So find something to do.
Which might have ended up in cells and animals that evolved in really unlikely ways, and eventually apes that learn how to create online videos. It happened at least once, so the chance is not zero. Even if the chance of there being an exact copy of you watching this video right now is almost zero is still a huge number in an infinite universe. Unfortunately, you'll never meet, because almost zero still means the chance is incredibly small. Earth, as it exists right now, is so unlikely, you'd have to travel incredibly far to find a second identical Earth.
Yeah.
Some 10 to the 10 to the 29,
on our
and
lifetime.
1 followed by 100 octillion zeros, time.
I don't even know if we really have the ability to make Mars cultivated. To be able to do some type of cultivation on Mars just seems to be really impossible. And I'm sure you could figure out how to do it artificially or inside with, you know, whatever you got to do to grow inside. Probably use a lot of light source and things, but it just doesn't seem, I don't know.
It's the size of the observable
Different.
universe, so far that it kind of means forever far away. Still, in a truly infinite universe, every combination of particles could reasonably not just occur only once, but an infinite number of times. It's time to stop now. While these scenarios are possible on paper, we've entered science philosophy here. Currently, none of these ideas are testable or provable.
The video game.
If the universe is infinite, we will never know. The reality is, for us, the universe is finite and has an edge. And we can see the edge in time. Everything we can interact with is within the observable universe, and most likely, this will stay true forever. Even if this finite universe feels small to you, it's more than big enough to fulfill all the dreams that we and our descendants can ever come up with. Infinitely enough for all of us. While we can't be sure whether the universe is infinite, many fascinating questions do have definitive answers in science,
I can just listen
maths,
to them and go to bed.
technology, and you can learn all about them on brilliant.org.
Yep.
Brilliant will make you a better thinker and problem
some
solver,
pretty cool
with thousands of
merch,
hands-on
too.
lessons on just about anything you may be curious about.
Look at that big
They
brain.
recently launched a whole new suite of data courses that use real data to tell powerful stories while training your brain to see trends through the chaos of truly massive datasets. You'll answer practical questions like how to maximize revenue hosting on Airbnb using the same analysis techniques that scientists use to explore the distribution of galaxies and unravel the mysteries of the cosmos, a foundation that can take your understanding to astronomical heights. We've also partnered with Brilliant to create a series of lessons to take your scientific knowledge to the next level. These lessons let
look
you
at that
further
dog.
explore the topics in our most popular videos, from rabies and mammalian metabolism to climate science and supernovae. Each lesson on Brilliant is interactive, like a
It's a nice
one-on-one version of a
advertisement.
Kurzgesagt video.
I like their
And You
artwork.
can get started whenever, wherever, right from whatever device you'd like. To get hands-on with Kurzgesagt lessons and explore
Kurzgesagt.
everything Brilliant has to offer, you can start your free 30-day trial by signing up at brilliant.org/nutshell. There's even an extra perk for Kurzgesagt viewers. The first 200 people to use the link get 20% off an annual membership once their trial ends.
Use that 20% off. Make sure you use it. All right, give me just a second. We're gonna go get up, get something to drink, use the bathroom, shake a leg.
I mean, the core idea of Bland is that everybody was sold a broken promise when phone trees came out. And we were told that that would make